Ragazze, oggi facciamo una cosa bella. Ascoltiamo la musica di Vivaldi insieme. We're going to listen to Vivaldi's music together. Insieme means together. Um, Prima un ripasso dei vocaboli. So let me just enlarge this. Okay, so I vocaboli. Il ghiaccio, ice. Ghiacciato. Atto is like ed, the past participle. So it's iced. We would say frozen. Gelo, freezing cold. Vento, wind. Passo, step or footstep. Ogni is each. I aggettivi, these are cognates. Severo e orrido, you can guess they mean severe and horrid. Tremare, to tremble. Spirare comes from respirare, so it obviously means to blow. Correre e battere, you should know. Rompere, to break. Cadere, to fall. Sentire, to feel. You need to translate these four. These are the first four of your homework. The rest of them are spread throughout the screencast. Remember, questo è un fiume, questo è un ruscello. Remember also that cold weather is il tempo. There have been some errors on that in the past homeworks. Il tempo, so this would be il tempo freddo. Freezing cold refers to this new word. Sorry, il gelo. Okay, pause and do those four, and we will continue with the music. Allora, arriviamo qui. Just two quick notes. The use of plural snows is just a poetic use. We don't usually talk about snows, right? It's kind of poetic. And also the use of the gerund, the ing, as a noun, such as I like playing or the blowing of the wind. These are nouns. In Italian, they translate into infinitives. Mi piace giocare, or il spirare del vento. So the ing used as a noun translates as infinitive. Just letting you know so it doesn't start weird. It doesn't sound weird. All right, here it is. Agghiacciato, frozen, si trema tra nevi bianche, al severo spirare del orrido vento. Si corre, battendo i piedi ogni momento e anche battendo i denti per il gelo. Ascoltiamo. Let's listen to that music. Okay, I hope that while you were listening, you were reading. Le descrizioni d'Inverno di Vivaldi sono severi, ma la sua musica non è così severa. Remember, così means so or like so, which is true. Contrast between the words and the music. So, ecco la tua domanda, your number 5. Scegliete 3 o 4 aggettivi, 3 or 4 of all these adjectives I listed. So go through these, read these. You should recall them. Remember that stanco means tired, so stancante means tiring. Read through all these adjectives. Choose the 3 or 4 you think best describes the music he writes for winter, the way winter is portrayed in his music that you just heard. Ok, andiamo avanti. Il secondo movimento è tranquillo. The second movement is always peaceful. Every time it's like that. I vocaboli, let's review the vocabulary. Il fuoco, fire. La pioggia, rain. Mentre, oops, I translated it twice. Mentre means while. Sometimes it helps to remember it as meanwhile because they both start with me. Bagnare, to wet. Forte means strong. That's how you learned it early on. But it's kind of more broad in its meaning. It can mean hard, loud, anything done strongly. Everyone's mixing these up a lot. Fiore is the flower, whereas fuori is outside or outdoors. Passare is a cognate to pass in every sense that we use pass, including the use of time passes pleasantly or time passes quickly, which will be used in this next part. Allora, adesso ascoltiamo. Now let's listen. Oh, actually, now let's read, then we'll listen. Here is the scene. He's at the fireside, and look what's happening outdoors. Al fuoco si passa dei momenti tranquilli e contenti, mentre fuori la pioggia batte forte e bagna tutto. Okay, let's listen to the music. Your next question is right here, e voi potete ascoltare. Did you notice the very rhythmic background? So I'm going to call this an extra credit question. Give me your guess as to what the rhythmic kind of background, meaning not the main melody, what that represents. I think if you look at the scene here, you can figure that out pretty quickly. At least that's what it seems like to me. It represents something very specific. Ok, continuiamo. Allora, adesso Vivaldi deve attraversare un ruscello ghiacciato. Okay, so he must cross a frozen river. So, deve attraversare, must cross, right? Un ruscello ghiacciato, a frozen stream, I should say. And this is a great danger. And in fact, Vivaldi is very nervous about it. I think we can hear that in his music. So you hear the tension and the mounting fear as he's kind of approaching this river or starting to take his footsteps. But then his tension gets even greater. Let's read it first, and then we'll listen to the really tense part of the music. Camminare sul ghiaccio a passo lento. So passo means step or footstep. Lento, you all remember? Slow. So he's going slow steps, I guess we could say. A passo lento per paura di cadere o di rompere il ghiaccio. Poi si cade e si sente il gelo penetrare. So what happens? He falls and feels the freezing cold penetrate his skin and his bones. So it's a pretty dramatic, harsh scene, and I think this music is really cool. I hope you like it. I want you to try to figure out, sorry. I want you to try to figure out the moment that he falls. Can you hear the moment that he falls? Okay. All right, here are your next two for homework. Notice there's two ways to say it is afraid, and recall the verb to help and its noun form. So pause and do 7 and 8, and we're almost done with the music. We have the last part of the third movement is when he gets up from his fall on the ice. Alzare is the verb to get up. Let's go over the vocabulary first. La guerra, war. Di nuovo means once again. It literally means of new. It somehow expresses once again. Verso is toward. So what happens to Vivaldi? Si alza di nuovo e corre forte verso la casa. Arrivando alla porta, tutti i venti sono in guerra. Questo è l'inverno, ma porta anche la sua gioia. So sua is a possessive adjective. It usually means his or her. In this case, it means its, winter's own joy. Winter carries its own joy. So these three are the next three for your homework. And you can work on them while you listen to this part of the music, which, let me find it. Okay, l'ultima domanda. This is number 12, your last question. Oh, let me first finish with this. Vivaldi è sicuro. Tornato a casa, returned home. Lui ha sentito, he has felt. Ha sentito il vento forte, il freddo e il pericolo dell'inverno con intensità. Ma lui sente anche qualcos'altro, something else. So that is your number 12. Try to describe what he feels and what he thinks of winter, as communicated by his music. Use at least 3 of the adjectives given earlier in the screencast. You can scroll back to them. Scrivete una frase completa in italiano. Okay. Ciao ragazze. I hope you enjoyed the music as much as I do. Put it as background music. You'll see that your appreciation for classical music in general, for Vivaldi, but for anything, will grow enormously the more you expose yourself to it, because your brain isn't really able to fully hear it or understand it. Classical music is bajillion times more complex than pop music, and you will grow in your ability to really hear and receive the music in all of its meaning and all of its beauty. So put it as background music. I think you'll grow to like it more and more. Ciao, love you lots. Take care.